Alright gamers, welcome to the first legit camping review. I'm at Badlands National Park, South Dakota. I just woke up a couple hours ago, got some hours of work done, and it's about 11 a.m. here time. I'm about to head out, get my gear and stuff packed. I stayed at a hotel overnight with Grandpa Joe, just got to meet Grandpa Joe. Pretty cool guy. Told me all about rattlesnakes and him growing up around here and how there's missile sites around and how we almost blew up the world because of some geese. But yeah, the plan is I'm going to do a hike called Deer Haven. It's about 3 miles, an hour and a half one way. I'm going to camp there in the base of the Badlands where there's some juniper trees, which will give me some shelter from the wind and not be too crazy. It's supposed to get to be around like 16, 19 degrees during night, so it's going to be pretty cold, so I got to get bundled up. But I think it's going to be a fun time. Should be able to bear down around like 4 or 5 p.m., set up my camp, and hopefully get that done by sunset. I guess I'll see you guys when I'm at parking, and I'll show you my gear and all that. Goodbye.
So driving in here, you can really tell why it's called the Badlands. There's a lot of ravines and tall mountains, and it's really like nothing seems really distinct here. It's just huge and endless, and you can tell why explorers called the Badlands back in the day and how they got lost and many people were killed. I'm sure like today they feel like it's insane that people come here for fun and just camp out for a night to relax, because back in the day this was a death trap. All right, gentlemen, we're at the Conata picnic area. This is where the trail begins. I have a 3-mile hike to get done here. I had to go back in the city. We're getting a little bit of a late start because my balaclava seemed to have fallen out of my pack, so I got a winter hat, which is gonna work good enough. Wish I had face covering though, because it should be getting windy. It is dead silent here. When I arrived here earlier, there were people around, but it seems like everybody's left and nobody else is crazy enough to be doing this. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna go sign up in the register, and I'll see you further in the trail. Well, actually, I'll give you a little bit of a look first. So here's what it looks like around. Here's my backpack. I got my poles in there and some water waiting for me once I get back. It's gonna be a fun trip. See you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm about like 10-20 minutes in. It's beautiful out here. It's a wasteland. I hear some animals. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It kind of sounds like geese or either dogs or something like that, coyotes. Yeah, so this is home to bison, rattlesnakes, mountain lions, and all that fun stuff. A lot of hawks too. I haven't seen anything yet. I'm hoping to see a bison, but luckily for me, because it's winter, rattlesnakes should all be asleep. Shouldn't have to worry about them too much. And the coyotes come out at night, so I won't have to worry about that till I'm in my tent, and by then they're too scared to actually come in. So I'm gonna keep on walking, but it's beautiful. I'm very happy to be doing this. I have my balaclava. I'm way behind. I got a little bit lost at the beginning, but now I'm fine. I found a bison trail that I've been following. You can see there, I don't know, hoof prints? I don't know what bison have. But I'm making good progress now. I don't know if I'm going to be where I want to be by nightfall. But here's hoping. I got to make some good progress before then if I want that to happen though. No more breaks, just vlogs and vibes. It is beautiful as hell out here though. It's also kind of cool to see the sun be my timer. It's kind of like Mega Bunk, where all the ghosts are coming in and I can see the timer going down. Because yeah, I don't want to be out here for too long in the dark because the coyotes, and also just, this isn't a real trail. It's just a social game trail. So that's gonna make it much more difficult to find. It couldn't be done. It might not be done. But that motherfucker is big. You can't see it justice through the camera, but that's a bison over there. He's just chilling. I don't want to get any closer to him. He seems to be eating. I saw another one over the ridge. I thought it was the cave, but it probably was a bison. But like, it is hard. They kind of are camouflaged where they are much darker than the surroundings. But like, you can't really tell it's a living being until you get closer. They kind of look like a large rock, but I'm very happy to be able to see one. I'm gonna be in the sight line soon. I'm gonna try to get away from him. He just noticed. All right, I started my ascent up. I have to get over this hill over here, and then Deer Haven, where those trees are at, is right where I want to be staying tonight. I got like 30 minutes left. You can see our bison friend all the way over there. I can't see him on the camera. Oh yeah, I see him. But it's just beautiful, like, be able to overlook at all this. This is fucking awesome. Oh, can't wait to get up this fucking hill though. All right, we move on. I think I found my home for the night. I just hiked up all that. Got up here, I have about like 20 minutes till sundown. I'm gonna try to start setting up my tent on this little area here. There's trails everywhere, so I can't really get away from game trails. I'm hoping here is just gonna be fine. I realized I left my knife in my car, so that won't be fun. I can just use my poles, but I'm gonna start setting up my tent. Hopefully cook some food soon, eat, and then have a great rest of my night just chilling, listening to podcasts and stuff. Whew. See you in the next one. All right, gamers. The tent is set up. I got a little bit of daylight left. The sunset did happen. I should have recorded some of it. You can still see it a little bit, but you couldn't see most of it because of the ridge there. But yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be an awesome place to camp. I'm going to go over down there a little bit away from the campsite to make some food. I might videotape that, I might not, depending on how dark it is. But either see you in the tent or see you cooking food. Gentlemen, you won't be able to see me because of how dark it is, but I've made my dinner. I used my dip oil flash right here. Boiled some water, put it in here. I'm making food. I'm about like 200 feet from my campsite, so the food won't attract it. I'm gonna put my food up in that tree over there overnight. So if the animals do want to get to it, they're not going to disturb me. I'd rather be able to sleep and not be attacked and wake up hungry and not having any food than coyotes attacking me in the middle of the night. So I'm going to skirt this down, go in my tent, start watching some podcasts and movies. Preserve my phone battery as much as possible, though. So I'll see you guys in the tent. As you can see, I'm in my tent. I just got back from hanging up my food in a tree about like 200 feet away from here. The coyotes don't want to come in here. I'll show you what it looks like outside. You're not gonna be able to see much, but as you can see, wow, what a view. Crazy. So yeah, there's not much that I'm gonna be able to do. It's around 5 o'clock right now, 5:30. I just gotta chill out until I go to sleep. I have my pen, probably gonna hit that a couple times. But yeah, it should only go down to 22 degrees. It's gonna be very manageable. It's gonna be an easy sleep. I still need to get my sleeping bag and pillow all inflated. But for now, yeah, I can show you what I got. I have my water bottle. I have my piss bottle. Very important. Gamers, don't use it for gaming. But when it's super cold and you don't want to go outside your tent, and like, because once you leave, your sleeping bag's gonna get cold. Everything's gonna suck. So in case it gets super cold, I brought this with my smart water, so I wouldn't have to leave the tent, just to be able to do it in there. But it looks like I'll be able to just go outside. I'm praying that I don't have to take a shit, because that takes way too long, and I have a limited amount of toilet paper. So hopefully that doesn't come. Here's my sleeping bag. I need to decompress it still. My backpack, and my boots and stuff like that. And my mat is supposed to self-inflate, but it lies. You're supposed to just be able to open that and inflate. But like, as you can see, I've had it open for like 30 minutes, not inflated. And yeah, I got my light too, which is my first time using that. So I'm gonna get everything set up. I'll show you my sleeping bag, I guess. But other than that, I don't think I have really much else to say. If I hear coyotes or something, I'll try to record that. And I'm pretty close to some game trails, so it's definitely possible. But if they see the white light or they hear me, they're just gonna run away. They don't like humans too much. So see you in the next video. Well, good morning, gamers. I just woke up. It's about 7 o'clock here.
You can't see the sunrise really well right now, but you can see it over there. That's really fucking cool. I don't know how well it shows up on video. I think I'm gonna skip breakfast. I haven't even checked if the food pack is there yet. But I'm gonna skip breakfast, just get packed up and get out of here because it's a little bit cold. So I'll update you guys on the trail. Food survived. Nice. All right, folks, I'm geared up again and hiking on the trail. I'm gonna have to do the hardest part first this time. I have to go down, climb all these rocks, but this view is all worth it. This is just beautiful. Man, why can't I do this shit every day? But yeah, I don't think I talked about it in my last video, but yeah, my night was pretty uneventful. Had some coyotes come up, had to scare them off. They're just pretty skittish. You just yell and they run away. But yeah, that was interesting. A little scary for your first time having to deal with that, but it really wasn't too bad. But yeah, now to get done with the descent. Then 2 more hours hiking until I'm back in my car and able to be in some heat. All right, really get a GoPro for these. It'd be easier to film. And just been thinking about missed content opportunities. Should have done a legit food review with one of my snacks or something. What was I thinking? I'm not content brained enough yet. But I got to the basin, went all the way down there, didn't fall in a ravine. So that's the most dangerous part of the hike done. Our bison friend seems to have migrated somewhere else during the night. I do not see him ahead, which is a bummer because I was unable to find a Chili's or an Applebee's. And maybe I've been able to ask him for a Buffalo Wild Wing, which, fun fact, oh no, you're learning now, is that apparently there are no native buffalo in the Americas. Your life is all a lie. They are just bison, which are different apparently. Source, somebody told me it like 2 or 3 days ago. So don't Google it because it might not be true, but it is a cool fact. So don't disprove my facts. Thanks. Taking a brief pit stop here. Just got around the side. And it is amazing. I didn't even realize yesterday how looking out there, you can't see the end of it. Like, this is huge. That being said, though, all the explorers that died here and called this the Badlands were pussies. I don't know. This shit's easy to a guy like me. But apparently for them, shit sucked. But that being said, I do wish I packed some sunglasses because the sun is blinding me. But yeah, I am thankful for all of my cool explorer gear and my Patagonia shit because I would not be able to survive without it. Ooh. Well, I'm enjoying this rest, but I got another hour left to go. I'll keep you all updated. Woo! Yeah, this is a heck of a hike at times. I'm parked my butt in this little shaded area right here. One of the few areas that have shade on the park. Something I've learned during this trip is why you pack in and pack out your poop, because you can see that a lot of bison poop and all that, it sticks around for like years and years apparently, at least from what Google told me, and it's all like grayed out and shit like that. So apparently if all the humans like poop in here, it can ruin the ecosystem because you see these little water pathways, and if your poop gets in those, bacteria can spread. So that's not good for the environment. But on the flip side of that, how cool would it be if you pooped in a place and then you come back like 8 years ago, 8 years in the future, and you see your poop from before? And that would be pretty epic. So unfortunately, I haven't needed to poop so far, so we're not going to be able to test that if my poop sticks around for 8 years. But it's a good thought for the future. All right, boys. Just made it back to the trailhead. It's right over there. I have officially survived. This was a hard end of the hike. It is not that cold, so I'm actually overheating a little bit. But it's Thanksgiving Day. I'm looking to get food somewhere. I don't know where yet because I'm assuming most places are closed. But damn, this was awesome. I feel refreshed. It was a really good night. And yeah, I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know when I'm going to get around to editing all this and putting everything together. But whatever day it ends up being, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for coming along to my journey.
and we'll see if I'd ever do this again. This has been the legit camping review, or the terrifying camping review. I don't remember what Kenny said, but yeah. Oh, thank you all. Goodbye.